So yesterday we were talking about multiplying fractions, and that was 2.4 part A. This is 2.4 part B, and it's going to be dividing fractions. Multiplying and dividing fractions are very similar to each other. There's just one minor adjustment that we have to do. And that is whenever you see division, you're going to be multiplying by its reciprocal. The saying that I use is flip the right guy and multiply, or keep, change, flip. So we're always going to be flipping the second fraction or the right guy, and then we just turn it into a multiplication problem. So if we're looking at these two practice problems, let me get my pen out. The trick is flip the right guy and multiply. So this is the guy on the right, so that's the one we're going to flip. By flip, I just mean put the 3 on top and the 4 on bottom. So let me rewrite this problem. We have 6 over 5 on the left, and the right guy is negative, when I flip it, 3 over 4. Since we flipped that second fraction, we're going to be multiplying now. Just like before, you can look at those diagonals. If you don't want to do that, you're just multiplying straight across. So 6 times negative 3 is going to be a 18. And then 5 times 4 gives me 20. Since one number is negative and the other one's positive, I'm going to have a negative answer. Since I didn't do my reducing, I didn't look at this diagonal and simplify those two numbers, I have to do that now. So both 18 and 20 are divisible by 2. So that's where I'm going to start, and I'm going to make sure that there's nothing else I need to do to simplify. When I divide those both by 2, I get a 9 on the top, and I get 10 on the bottom. 9 and 10 don't have anything that they both go into, so that's going to be my final answer, is negative 9 over 10. We're going to be doing the same exact thing that we did on this first problem for the second problem. Saying is flip the right guy and multiply. So we're looking at this first fraction, and we keep it the same. This is the guy on the right over here, 18 over 7. We're going to flip the right guy. That means 7 goes on top and 18 goes on bottom, and multiply. When we multiply, we're going to be multiplying straight across. However, I'm going to reduce first on this problem. So I can see that both 2 and 18 are divisible by 2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide both of those by 2. 2 divided by 2 gives me a 1. I always circle that answer so I don't lose it. 18 divided by 2 gives me a 9. Again, circle that. And now I don't have to look at those numbers anymore because I have my new simplified numbers. Now that we're done with that, we can do our multiplication. So we're going to be multiplying straight across, multiplying straight across. 1 times 7 gives me a 7. On the bottom, I have 9 times 9, which is going to give me 81. Since I simplified over here, I know that I don't have to simplify anymore. So that's going to be my final answer, is 7 over 81. Now I want you to try these two problems. So remember, flip the right guy and multiply. Pause the video now to try these problems out and check your answer with me once you are done. And here are your answers. So for this first one, we flipped 11 and 10 and then multiplied straight across to get 20 over 77. Both these numbers are positive, so I know I'm going to have a positive answer. On the second one, we've got a negative times a negative. Negative times a negative I know is a positive, so I'm going to have a positive answer. And then we're just multiplying straight across. So 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 15 is going to be 45, and that's going to be my final answer there. This is your homework, so you're going to page 68 and 69. You're doing problems 10 through 15, and then 32. So you don't just have 3 problems, you have more than that because you have to go 10 through 15. If you have any questions, please send me an email.